Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and it's Look Who It Is. We're back again. It's Look Who It Is, it's Look Who It Isn't, because there are people who aren't here, so you can look around and see that they're not here. You can look around and see that I'm here, which, I mean, it's my obligation to be here, but, you know, who knows, really? You might look around someday and there could be a different person here, or there could be multiple people here. Nobody knows. It's true. But today, we're doing a little Old Gods Rule 7th Curse character exclusive. The weapons are normal. Oh, the weapons are normal. Alright. Alright. We're feeling pretty good about that one. So, you know, I'll be honest with you, I've just been running through the MSQ as Black Mage because, I mean, listen, I have 80 million raid alts of varying stages of progression, and I need to get this one ready for the FC static. And, let me just tell you something. Dear God. Black Mage? Insanely, like, difficult. Because there's just so many things you have to keep track of, and unlike any other job in the game, besides, like, maybe Gunbreaker, you just get, like, completely owned. You get completely zoned if you fuck up, like, just one little thing. It's really sad, actually. But it is kind of funny. Yo, what if we went, instead of compass, violin? Oh, Moriko, but she can play a little musical instrument as a treat? Ooh. But yeah, no, Black Mage is fucking, oh my god. It's making me passionate about the game again, to an extent. Because I'm very passionate about Final Fantasy XIV, but like, when you have a level of, like, familiarity of, like, 2+ years for a job, and you've been playing it, like, quote-unquote correctly for, like, half a year, basically since I started, like, fucking Abyssos, I'd like to say I've been playing White Mage properly. But, you know, you play a job so much, it's like, it kind of becomes a familiar thing, and you don't really have those moments of discovery where you're like, okay, I've just found out some new crazy shit about this dungeon, or some new crazy shit about blah blah blah. Because, like, when I'm running a dungeon as a White Mage, I already know exactly what I'm gonna do, because I've done it before. And I've done it before beautifully. And it's the same thing with Savage fights that you get really good at. You know exactly what you're doing every single time. Even if there are multiple different configurations of what you can do, it's true. You can have all this crazy shit happen, but if you're just so used to it, you can just kind of have it on lock every single time. Dungeons are just, like, increasingly more and more static. So there's no real surprise, if that makes sense. Like, once you do a dungeon once, you're pretty much, like, locked in until the end of fucking time at that point. Based? Immediately? First shop, first purchase? Alright, let's ball. So, I've been playing Black Mage, and I did Vanaspati, which is a dungeon that, I'll be real with you, I just, like, consistently forget exists. Like, I think it's the most forgettable Endwalker dungeon for me because I literally forgot about it. Like, I was going over in my head on, like, exactly where I was at in Endwalker and, like, what I needed to do to complete Endwalker, and I literally forgot Vanaspati was real. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, literally forgot it was real, forgot what it was, and I was surprised when it said Vanaspati unlocked. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, huh? Huh? So, I will say, it's a good dungeon. I just think it's completely forgettable. The only boss that's really memorable is the first homeboy, because of the mouth off, please, my speedrun. Because of the mouth off, and the... I mean, it's just, like, cool aesthetically, right? And, I mean, it does have that one scene with the trash pull, with the ads, that you're like, oh, yeah, that's kind of sad, true and real. But it's still, like, it's just, I completely forgot about it. I remembered every other major part of Endwalker, but I've completely forgot about Vanaspati. But I died in Vanaspati, and this was actually my first time dying on that character, so I got the KO pop-up at the end of the dungeon. And sadly, the healer died, too. So it was like the boss was at like 30-40% health. I actually have percentages turned off because I'm stupid. But it was like about 30-40%, probably like 37 or 36, more realistically. But we just watched the tank solo the boss, which is really annoying. But I died not to any mechanics. You know, in the past when I've played a new job, I've been completely overwhelmed, and I've been like kind of, oh, that was incredibly fucking lucky. Holy shit. I've been incredibly overwhelmed and, like, died. Like, when I played Reaper for the first time, I died in Tower of Babel a couple of times because I was just focusing on, like, my rotation and the mechanic. Or not the mechanics at all. I was focusing on my rotation completely. So, you know, color me surprised when I get into Vanaspati. And, well, color me surprised when I'm playing Tower of Zot, Tower of Babel. And my DPS is, like, fucking garbage in Zot specifically, but Babel I do a lot better. I'm on the second aggro list the entire time. For Vanaspati though, I'm second on aggro list the entire time, feeling pretty good about that, and I'm just kind of chilling, just kind of hanging out. I'm not gonna shoot here. I think we're gonna do it a little like this. We're gonna play it cool, play it slow. That's fine. Don't want to like take a huge risk right now and potentially get owned. We take minimal risk right now. So, essentially, I'm going through the dungeon, and I even do the mouth-off guy perfectly, and I think I only dropped, like, a couple of GCDs. I don't... What is it called? Is it called a Nokian? The, like, Black Mage meter, like the 15-second timer that you have to keep going no matter what at all costs? I did... So this is our first enemy, so Shiro-san is our second enemy, just for the book, just for bookkeeping purposes. So I do the mouth-off guy perfectly fine. I fuck up on the elephant head boss. I hate that thing because it's so annoying to have to go into the water bubble because it doesn't work. Like, the only other thing I can think about is there used to be a mechanic in the final dungeon of Heavensward. It got taken out of the game, so this isn't a spoiler. But it had the final dungeon of Heavensward, it had a mechanic where you had to hop into this little void portal, or you would, like, get every debuff known to mankind for, like, a minute, and it was, like, the worst fucking thing ever. They took that out of the game, but this one is still in here, obviously, because it's Endwalker, and it can be a little bit more advanced of having to go into the damage purposefully to dodge more important damage. But the thing is, the actual mechanical of, like, the mechanics of walking into the water bubble is so fucking annoying. Because it's not you walk into the water bubble, it's you walk into the water bubble, which, like, primes it, and then it, like, grabs you and pulls you into the water bubble. It's so annoying. And it's so delayed, too. So, you know, whenever you're doing something like Shisui of the Violet Tides, which actually, now that I think about it, is like the only other thing I can think of that's even remotely comparable that's still in the game. But, you know, you do Shisui of the Violet Tides, you want to line up getting the old status effect with when your damage would be more optimal, right? So if you have your damage kind of like on a longer cooldown, you take the old status effect as late as possible. Or alternatively, you would take the old status effect really early if it lines up. Typically, I like to take it really early so that after the kick goes off, I can start getting back to it pretty quickly. It's fun to line up like that, at least in my opinion. Do I want Ryuchi? Not really. Not really. I don't really want Homeboy that badly. What does she do? Oh, she got struck by lightning. That's what she does. Okay. But with this stupid fucking water bubble, it just takes like 80 years, and I can never time it properly. Because I forgot about it initially, and I didn't die to this, but it did take me down to like 10k health. I tried to get in there at like, probably like 3 seconds remaining. Okay, we absolutely don't want to do that, because, you know, he would fall in an elevator shaft in the middle of this village, like some fucking Until Dawn character getting dragged by the Wendigo to hell. So I get in at like 3 seconds left, and it doesn't work, and I get the worst of all worlds. I get the damage, and I get the dot. It was terrible. It was awful. Probably like one of the worst things I've ever experienced. But I didn't die. At the very fucking least, I didn't die. However, for the final boss of Vanaspati, who's easy as fuck, by the way, I've never died to this guy before, and the last time I got a Vuln stack on him was a while ago. Like, I was trolling when I got that Vuln stack, right? But I go in there, and it's the stupid blue or red mechanic. Now, here's the thing. I am used to, and this is gonna sound like cope, but it's true. I am used to... Oh, I hate that. I actually hate that. That sucks so much. I mean, arguably, it's like one of the better ones we could have gotten, but like, Jesus Christ. So, it's the blue or red mechanic, where the west side of the arena, I'm pretty sure, was like blue, and the east side was red. And I already had my ley lines down, and they had about like 10 seconds left in them, and so it was red detonate, or it was the other side detonate. I'm just gonna say it was red detonate because that's what I vaguely remember. I was Madge after the event. Please let me out. Please let me go. Thank you very much. Contaminated water? Heart of darkness. Ugh. Detritus. So, I go out and I leave my ley lines. You know, every Black Mage player is now crying, and they understand full-heartedly what I'm about to do. And so I'm used to these, like, tight Savage timings, where it's like, when you step out of something, and there's another thing going on, like, you barely have any time, right? Like, the snapshots are going off so fucking quick, so fucking fast. I'm not used to normal delayed baby mode. And so I ride the knockback, and then I cast my Between the Lines, so I can go back to my ley lines. And then, what fucking happens is I ley lines myself directly into the fucking damage, and then I get hit by the small targeted AoE. Which wouldn't have killed me if I was like any other job, but like a healer or like a caster. Only the squishiest jobs would die to some... Well, no, a melee would probably die. A melee would probably die. A tank wouldn't die, though. They would get 2 Vuln stacks and they'd get a little slap on the wrist, but oh my god, I was so sad. Because I thought I was doing really well, and then it was just like fucking 36%. Watch the fucking warrior beat the boss to death with the monk, who was a returner, and 4th on the aggro list. So you know that took 8 million years. Because, like, listen, I'm a bad black mage, but I was at least doing more damage than the fucking Astrologian. Which, here's the thing. Normally, it wouldn't really matter, and honestly, it doesn't matter. It's a normal dungeon. But just the healer and the fucking... and me being dead just meant that I had to watch them solo it, and they didn't solo it particularly fast, which was pretty sad. Honestly, we could do School Scissors now. I'm actually okay with that. So yeah, I'm a little sad, because I've almost done every Endwalker dungeon perfectly, with, like, minimal fuck-ups. I didn't get a Vuln stack in the final boss of the Tower of Zot, which is not an achievement, but when you're playing Black Mage for the first time, I'll take what little victories I can fucking get, okay? Oh, you motherfucker. That's fine. We prepared for this. Friend? Not a friend. Certified not a friend moment. So yeah, we're just kind of ballin'. We're just kind of ballin'. That's what we're doing tonight. We're just kind of ballin'. Oh, you son of a bitch. We would be able to... I 100%... I'm not doing the math in my head, but I 100% believe we could make that if I didn't get -1 perception. But yeah, there's no raid night tonight, so I'm just kind of recording this when we would be raiding. And so, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat after this, because I'm a little hungry. I'm a little hungry. I'm not feeling fungry, though, okay? Not at all. I will say... Oh my god, it's the upside down one. Be careful with the lines, by the way. That feels so wrong, but it's actually gonna be right. Don't even question me on that one. The verticality is more important than the whatever the hell it was. You gotta do that. Did we just lose the game? Hopefully not. We could, though. School's pretty dangerous. Oh, but we can do this, though. That's not bad. Not bad at all. We have, let's see, what else is going on? I've just been playing Black Mage. Listen, the fucking shit with Black Mage that's so annoying is you have this, like, it really is just the 15 fucking seconds thing, because I'm horrible with dots. So I have a 30-second dot, and then I also have this 15-second timer that's actually not a 15-second timer because you need to be able to cast a spell before it runs out, and that's affected by your spell speed and if you have ley lines or not. If you have ley lines, you can get some more casts off. You can be a greedy son of a bitch. If you don't have ley lines, you can't. But what if you have triple cast? What if you have swift cast? Oh, but what's that? Sorry? You fucking triple casted in your opener and you have to move immediately after that? Go fuck yourself, idiot. Yeah, I was correct. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh god. I didn't think about this, actually. I actually did not think about this. My ass was not thinking. Okay, so we actually do a little bit of bracing for impact. And then we do a little bit of praying to God. And I will throw this empty bottle. Wait, hold on. No, just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him? I mean, what are the odds that we miss, right? Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay, thank God we're alive. If we died there, I would be so sad, because then I'd have to give you another run. I'd feel morally obligated to do so. I gotta take fucking perception, because the game hates me. Blood Moon? Good God. I mean, mermaids in the flood. Oh God, but what if I don't want to get burned? I'm dumb. I should have done this mystery first, actually. That's true. Get the burn out of the way. Because what am I gonna do now? Can we, like, sacrifice one of our non-existent allies here? That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I hate resting here for, like, so many reasons. Mostly just overcapping on stamina. But, like, what do you want me to do? Occult Diary, my beloved, yo? We're not playing Toshiaki, so unfortunately that doesn't give us stamina. We could go, and I'm actually thinking about legitimately doing this. We should go to the fucking history club and see if we can't get some sort of spell to instantly kill the bastard. We have the Doom for it. We could get Ashen Contract, yeah. I don't want strings cut like a puppet. I don't want to read a Maruyama light novel right now. I would rather, oh, you motherfucker. Why is it literally, okay. Okay. But what if we could do it big? Oh, you mother, okay. You mother, you piece. Alright, no, we're fine. But yeah, no, it's just the 15-second thing with Black Mage. It's, like, driving me fucking crazy. Because it's like, no other job in the game, to my knowledge, has this thing where it's like, if you fuck up one GCD, then your damage is in the gutter for like 80 million years. I'm not gonna say no, but I am gonna be a little salty about it. Break the window. Oh, if only we got that earlier. That would have been so good. Okay, rip bozo. Pack watch won't be missed. You're a human in this timeline, dickhead. And by that I mean in the timeline B alternate ending, he's a fish guy. But I guess you could just say he's got the Innsmouth curse, you know? Does oh god, where does this game draw the line with, like, Eldritch Innsmouth people transformations? Right? Because some of the Innsmouth folks, they started out as human, right? And then they progressed to fish. Funny fish moment. They progressed to crab. Let's go. We're fucked, by the way. I hate this. I hate our stats right now. I'm so mad about hallucinations. I'm not worried about our Doom at all. I'm worried about... No, we got our second enemy down. We got a second enemy down. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, at what? How many Innsmouth curses, how many Innsmasu curses does somebody need in order to be classified as a human versus Eldritch? I'm asking the real questions here. The real questions that nobody wants answers to. What if we just did it like this? Ho 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 ho. Yeah, fuck it. Let's give him a chance for fun. Didn't even. Nope. Bozo status. Defeated. I don't know where we're going with this. I'm gonna be real with you, I just want to go eat food. Oh, we got the perception for days. I mean, I'm actually so mad that the theologist is at the school. I mean, you know, I was gonna make a separation of church and state joke here, but we are in, like, rural Kaibara village here, so probably wouldn't fly too well. Also, it's a, you know, Japan is different than the United States. It's pretty big difference, actually. Pretty far way to travel, too. What am I talking about? I don't know. No, I'm pissed at the theologist being there because it's -1 damage. I wanted to get the +1 damage. Like, I don't care about the armor, actually. I wanted to get +1 damage and then just, like, ball, right? Do we have roads closed? We do? You motherfucker! Alright, fine. We'll get the -1 damage and then just fully heal. I don't care. You motherfucker! Okay, hold on. No, you're bad. You need to go. 3 actions, we're fine. I'm mad. Unimaginably mad right now. Okay. Guaranteed. Feeling pretty good about that. Now we full heal. Feeling pretty good about the full heal. Especially considering that we have the lowest stats known to mankind. And we will get fucking taken out back and shot at the back of the lighthouse. I'm not gonna complain about -1 damage, but I absolutely am gonna complain about -1 damage. Also, I'm gonna complain about this shit, too. Listen, this is understandably cannot be handcuffed. But these 3 people, you could handcuff 2 of them together. That would make a funny sitcom moment. 2 characters getting handcuffed together and then they have to learn how to coexist with each other. Yeah. I don't think any of these fuckers watch the lock-picking lawyer or any lock-picking videos to know that police handcuffs are just, like, the least secure things imaginable. I remember those lock-picking lawyer, like, police gun holster things. Not gun holster, but, like, gun racks that they'd put in their vans. And it's, like, the least fucking secure things in the world that you could get past them with a magnet or, like, a key from, like, handcuffs. Like, absolutely insane. But, you know, I think locks, I think a lot of security is just, like, security theater, like, illusion theater, you know? Anyways, I'm stalling because I don't want to fight this boss, but here we go. We're only gonna get hit once here, so just send it. I don't want to see miss. Miss, please. Okay, we're gonna go down to 9, that's fine. Because now, we can, I do 4 damage a turn? No. No, you can't do this to me. Alright, we'll gamble once. We'll gamble once for fun. But what if we gambled again? That'd be pretty fun. No. Don't be stupid, we have a gunshot. We have a gunshot, don't be stupid. Just go for the easy win, the easy W. Now, you would've, now honestly, I'm gonna be real here. Your boy was wrong. If this was... Okay, but what if I did that for fun? Just for fun, right? Just to feel something? I'll be honest with you, right? Like, if this was 4, we would have taken way more damage. So, I can't be a hater. As much as I would like to be, I cannot be a hater for this specific instance. Now, with that being said, what I can absolutely be a hater about is the fact that we have 5 sanity. Now, admittedly, 5 is over 3, and we do have a light source. So it's not actually that Jover. Also, thank God, by the way, we're not on Katu-Rufu. If we were on Katu-Rufu, that would be lose the game, brother. There is no light source. It is every stat check known to man, which is exactly what I was scared of. We're taking a -9, -3. And then we have to remember our seconds. That's actually, like, horrifying. Like, nightmare fuel. Now, the good thing is, we're not gonna die. The bad news is, they've beaten yo ass in the lighthouse, Moriko. I don't know what to say. The good news is 13 is a higher number than 9. I swear to God, I thought this was gonna be a stat check, so I just randomly clicked. And we just got so fucking... It doesn't matter, but we got so lucky. We got so fucking lucky with that. I want you to know. Like, I knew what it was. It was Shiro-san. But, like, holy shit, that was fucking crazy. He just happened to be in the top right corner. That's fucking nuts. I mean, okay, there we go. That was it. That was one of the runs of all time. Moriko, but she's very talented with the violin. You love to see it. We almost got the 2550. Oh, if we just delayed it for 6 seconds, it would have been the funny 5 moment. Unfortunately, we do not have a funny 5 moment today. Alas, dear Yorick. I'm gonna go eat some food. At least this means I get to my food 6 seconds faster. Which, you know, doesn't seem like a long time, but that's like 2.5 GCDs depending on your GCD speed. Well, I guess it's 2.5, right? So it's about a little over 2 GCDs. Which is a lot, you know? 2 GCDs? Like, if that's in your burst window, you're kind of fucked. Like, that could be the difference maker between a good Barse and a bad Barse. But yeah, no, Black Mage is fucking crazy. I really do like it, though. And it's making me actually care about what I do in the game now, so that's pretty fun. I'm enjoying practicing it. I am going to hate every single member of my static, FC static, when I finally do join on Black Mage, though, because fuck trying to have a conversation and balance your fucking Umbral Hearts, your Enochian, your Dot, your Fire Phase, your Ice Phase, your Polyglute Xenoglossies. Like, come on, man. How the fuck are you supposed to have a conversation while you're doing all that shit? I'm gonna deafen myself. Like, that shit's gonna suck, man. I'm thinking about all the stupid mechanics I've gotta do. Oh my god. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye. Jesse, I'm asleep. Good night.